EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's wildcard weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Washington Commanders and our home team. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now a first carry here for Robinson. Pass to 20 for a short gain, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. That's out wide here for Robinson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 4. Brady. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. No gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Here's Lewis to return. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
43 on the mic. Watch the slack. Watch the slack. Wide. Get wide. Check 99. We're going to 52. Come.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now Brady. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Now Brady. Going right back to Dodson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Brady now to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Tackle made by Chase Young. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. On play action, Prescott flushed out right. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. First and 10, it's Pierce. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Pierce will try to pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll run here with Pierce. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Pierce. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dameon Pierce, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. On play action, now Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And some space here. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dameon Pierce in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Pierce. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, here's Pierce.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
98 yards rushing for him now, as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. Pierce now up the middle.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Going for it with Pierce.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Dameon Pierce
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson.
And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Now Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Brady going to throw.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Brady, eluding the pressure right. He gets it to Thomas.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I think this one comes under the heading of sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because you and I both know coaches go crazy seeing their quarterbacks roll out, in this case to the right side, and try and throw it back into the middle of the field. He got away with one there.
Brady's throw taken in by Samuel. Touchdown, Washington.
Curtis Samuel from 19 yards away.
And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Brady's going to run for it. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right.
You're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Throwing now is Brady.
He completes this to Cole Turner.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Brady to throw.
Got an open man, finds Gibson.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. Here's Brady. He's got his man on the crossing route. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Again, it's Brady.
Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Brady. Thomas has got it. Complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Brady. This is caught by Robinson.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. In motion comes the tight end left.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Brady to throw again. And this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady to the right side and complete to Thomas.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chase Young in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know, get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do. Working crew, I'm Brandon Gaw.